Libra, this is going to be your reading for the week of August 18th. You are going to pick one of these crystals. Pick the one that speaks to you right now. Take a moment. This is going to be your reading for the week of August 18th. And this is just a reminder, Libra, if you enjoy this reading, please make sure you subscribe and like and comment. It'll really help with the algorithm and it'll really help the channel grow. So again, keep in mind what your crystal is going to be. We are going to do 2 readings, one for each of the crystals. So whichever crystal you chose, that is going to be the reading that is really meant for you. You can watch both of the readings, right? I'll be honest. Sometimes the readings are very similar because it is for a particular sign. Sometimes the readings are very far apart or very different. So if you chose the Black Obsidian, Libra, this is going to be your reading for this group. The way that it's going to work is that we have a 4-card spread, and then we're going to clarify with 2 cards. So if you chose the Black Obsidian, Libra, this reading is for you. Okay. So my initial impressions are that there's a stuck energy, right? So think about the places where you are feeling stuck. It could be in work, it could be in life, it could be anywhere that you're feeling stuck. Things that you do, the passions that you have, the burdens that you're carrying, right? You're starting with the Knight of Wands, right? So I feel like this stuck energy is making you want to go on an adventure, right? So the Knight of Wands is just very excited to go on an adventure. So the places in your life right now where you're feeling stuck, Libra, you're wanting to go on some kind of adventure because next to the Knight of Wands, you have the 4 of Pentacles, right? The 4 of Pentacles is holding on too tightly to things that are going to keep you from progressing, right? So there is a big emphasis on, these 2 middle cards, and I'll get to the other 2 cards in a second. The 4 of Pentacles, this guy is holding on to what he has, right? He's got a lot. It's a good foundation, right? This is not the worst place to be. So if you're feeling this way, if you're feeling like you're stuck, you're feeling like there isn't enough progress, you want some progress with this Knight of Wands, you want things to move forward from this stuck energy. The 4 of Pentacles is a very challenging card because if you are a student of astrology, you are a student of tarot, it's all about forward progress. It's all about processing the things that we need to, working on the things that we need to, tapping into our emotions and our creativity so that we can move forward because, your potential when it comes to Pentacles is the 10 of Pentacles, right? So if you're just holding on too tightly to the things that you have, right, it's going to keep you from progressing. And this can be in all facets of your life. This can be in work, in love, in your passions, in your hobbies, anything that you're doing where you're feeling stuck. This is for this group, you are wanting to go on some kind of adventure. And then you have the 7 of Cups with the 10 of Wands, right? So these 2 go hand in hand because you have a lot of burdens right now. Sorry, you have a lot of burdens with the 10 of Wands, right? So think about the areas of your life right now where you are taking on too much. Right? The 10 of Wands is a card of burdens. The issue is we often take on burdens that are not ours, right? So that's the thing that you need to understand. Like burdens are meant to help us, push through. Burdens are meant for us to work, right? But if we're carrying burdens that are not our own, then we have to really keep that in check. And then you also have the 7 of Cups, right? So these go hand in hand because these burdens that you're experiencing are making you overthink, right? You are thinking too much about what is going on with everything that you're working on or, maybe the burdens of others. It's got you stuck in your head. Now, the key to each of these cards, the key is you need to look at what you're working on, what you're carrying, the options that you have, and you need to pick one thing. Pick one thing see it through, work on it, figure out if it's right for you. Some of these burdens do serve you, some of them don't, right? So with these two going hand in hand, you got to definitely pick the right burdens that you need to give your time and attention to, right? And so that's the key with the Seven of Cups. Do your best to get out of your head. This is a card of overanalysis. This is a card of thinking too much. And you know, the the story of the Ten of Wands is that he has his home that he's moving towards here, right? He's carrying all these burdens. He's carrying all these wands. These wands are keeping you out of balance here, Libra, right? You're exhausted. You're tired from the weight that's on your shoulders, and you can't really see that you're almost home, right? So the key to the Ten of Wands and the key to really taking on burdens in life is knowing that it's making you stronger. It's making you progress. It's making you, you know, just tougher, because burdens are hard to carry, right? But we all have burdens that we need to carry. But know that once you realize which burdens are serving you and which burdens you need to let go, especially with that Seven of Cups, and focus on the burdens that you really need to pay attention to, you will reach your home in the background here. Okay? So we have two clarifying cards for these two cards. And you have the Queen of Swords with the Ace of Cups, right? So some of these burdens are from your past, is what the reading is definitely saying, right? The Queen of Wands, you can see she has her back to the past. This is the card for me of, you know, keeping the things in the past that need to stay in the past and processing them. And if you have burdens from your past that are no longer serving you, right? The Queen of Swords has her hand up because she's ready to receive from the future. And then she's carrying her sword because she's just ready to go. The sword has made her powerful. These burdens are making you powerful, right? So think about what burdens you're carrying in your life. Think about how you can make them easier to carry moving forward, because really the reading is saying that, you know, you need to follow the Ace of Cups here. The Ace of Cups is about doing the things that you love, bringing joy into your life, right? I have a feeling that your cup is on empty right now, right? So the big key to the Ace of Cups is really healing yourself, resting, recovering, doing the things that you love so that you have your emotions overflowing from this cup. You are filling your cup. Focus on you and not others from this reading, because, you know, the thing about the Ace of Cups is that when you reach a powerful place here with the Ace of Cups, you can easily dip this cup back into the water and fill yourself back up. So the big message here is do your best not to focus on others and focus more on yourself, okay? I'm going to move the table. Forgive me. All right. Okay, so if you chose the blue calcite, Libra, this is for you. All right. Okay. So pretty similar reading, right? Like this is, there's some stuck energy here. There's some conflict energy here. You have the Lovers, which is great, and we'll talk about it as far as what the rest of the reading goes. So you're starting off with the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is, you know, card of expansion, right? He's decided to leave a comfort zone, and he's reached another really powerful place in his life, standing on top of this mountain. So he has decided to expand, right? So for those of you Libras that are thinking about some sort of expansion in your life, right? Maybe new hobbies, new jobs, new experiences, whatever new that you want to bring into your life, anything that you think will add value to your life with this Three of Wands and help you to expand. The problem with the Three of Wands is that he's just looking out into this ocean, right? And he's in a comfort zone. It is a card of feeling stuck, right? So there's some stuck energy in the first group. So this is a card of feeling stuck, right? So it might be a general experience this week for Libras of just feeling stuck. But whenever there's water in the tarot, he's looking out into this water and he sees these ships. whenever there's water in the tarot, right? Water is your feeling and your emotions, and it's hard, right? Sometimes we drown in our feelings and our emotions. So the key to the Three of Wands is you just need to jump into the water. You need to jump into your emotions. That's what's going to help you expand, right? You have this card with the Devil. So the Three of Wands with the Devil is saying that what's keeping you from really diving into your emotions more is any toxic energy that you have inside of you, right? Or toxic people, right? Or it could be that you're working too much and you're wanting to expand, you're wanting to have more fun experiences, but the Devil is keeping you, pretty trapped in anything that is not healthy for you, right? Or you're working too much and not balancing out more joy into your life with this expansion card, right? And then you have the Five of Swords with the Lovers, right? So this is like your path to getting towards where you're going to, and the energy for you this week of August 18th. The Five of Swords is, it's conflict, it's war, it's battle. You can see here he's won the battle. He won at all costs, right? He had to use the swords and he had to defeat these people in the background that are walking away, and he's stealing their swords, right? Or he's taking their swords. So this is saying that you need to, it's right next to the Devil here, right? So the Devil with the Five of Swords is saying that your energy that is not healthy for you right now, it's got you conflicted. You need to address the negative energies in your life. You need to do what it takes to be victorious against conquering these negative energies. And then your outcome will be love, right? So if this is love for you, if there's conflict in love, if there's things that you need to work through, right, this could be an outcome card if you find the right way to battle through these things. If this is not about love, then your outcome is going to be something that you are going to love, right? And the thing about the Lovers is that it's one of the cards with your higher self angel. So whenever the Lovers comes up, and you may not be looking for love right now, or this is just meaning that you need to do more things that you love, or there are going to be things that you're going to do that you're going to love. It's really important for you to communicate with your higher self. I like to think about the higher self as your future self. Right? You think about all the things that are good in you and in your life right now, the things that you're working towards, the way that you want to progress. Talk to yourself 6 months from now and ask your future self, your higher self, what is our life going to be like? Envision, your future and how it's going to improve and how you're going to have more love in your life. But, this is definitely for this particular group of Libras, you need to really address the conflict in your life, the negative energies in your life. In yourself is definitely the place to start. And then outside of yourself, just acknowledge the energies that are not for you. Acknowledge the toxic people that are not for you. It's like, I'm really getting the feeling that you want to expand more. You want to have more joy. You want to have more adventure. You want to take on some kind of new journey here with the Three of Wands. So definitely work on those things that are conflicted in you and in your life, and do what you can to be victorious with that Five of Swords. All right, so to clarify this reading, we have the Six of Pentacles with the Knight of Wands, right? So the Six of Pentacles with the Knight of Wands, this is a very Libra card. You got scales on here, right? This is a card of balance. This is a card of paying attention to what you need to. This is a card of really giving equal energy to the parts of you and the parts of your life that you need to pay attention to. So what is that for you? Right? The conflict that I'm getting off of this reading is that you haven't been paying attention enough to the toxic energies in you, the toxic energies in your life. This is definitely saying that you need to heal more and pay attention to what you need to, right? Because in the Six of Pentacles, this is pre-Hierophant energy. So he's about to become the Hierophant, and he's going to be blessing people and becoming a more powerful teacher. But you can see here, he's blessing one person and not the other. So it's really saying you need to find the parts in yourself and in your life that you need to give more attention to, heal, progress, especially with that Three of Wands. And then, another card that you have is the Knight of Wands. So with the Three of Wands and the Knight of Wands, you need to just go on some kind of adventure, right? And an adventure is just taking yourself out of a place of comfort and just going on any sort of journey, right? Go for a walk, learn something new at home, right? Create something, tidy up and clean the house, and like just move your body, right? So the adventure in tarot is about movement, right? It's about forward movement, progress, moving your body, moving your mind in a better direction. And good luck. Thank you for watching. And again, just a reminder, if you liked the video, please subscribe and like and do all the things. It's been really fun doing these readings for you guys. Have a good week, Libra.